Hey, what's happening, my friends? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's talk about the HK USP match weight compensator. All right, before we get started, let's do a quick safety check. You see, empty. Now, I recently did a review on this HK USP Expert. Loved the thing to death. I had a stream light on it. This is going to be a range toy and a home defense platform. So I put a light on it. A light serves two purposes. Obviously, so you can see in the dark, see where you're aiming at, identifying a target if you have to. Then the second benefit of a light is that it adds weight to the front of the barrel, front of the muzzle, whatever you want to call it, which somewhat compensates the barrel flip, the muzzle flip. But they actually have devices that their primary purpose is to mitigate recoil and muzzle flip. Enter the match weight compensator for the HK USP. This thing is freaking cool, man. Now they have two versions of this. One has the Picatinny mount, if you want to put like a laser or flashlight, etc. And then one is clean, there's nothing on the bottom. A lot of people tend to like that one because of the look, but I like options. Options are great in life. And personally, I like this look. I think with the rail attachment on the bottom, it gives it more of like a combat aggressive look, which goes like with the whole look of the HK USP. It's very boxy, it's throwback 90s. So I'm very happy with this one. Now I'm gonna throw up some stats, how much this thing weighs. I believe it weighs like 12 ounces. It's made out of steel. When you hear compensator, you think something with like ports where the gases, kind of escape up and they bring the barrel down, the nose of the gun down when you shoot. But a compensator doesn't have to have ports. It can also just be a weight. And again, that's why a lot of people put lights on their platforms, not only for a light source, but to, weigh the front of the gun down, which keeps it from flipping so much, gets you back down to zero, so you can get on target faster. Now, these things range, you'll find them for like $200, maybe a little over, maybe less. I'm going to put up some footage of the HK USP Expert before the compensator and try to get side-by-side footage shooting it with the compensator. Did I notice a difference? Yes, I did. Was it dramatic? No, it wasn't dramatic. But I'm going to say if I could put a percentage on it, there was at least 15 to 20% less front-end flip of the gun. I think that's significant. Now, these things are not cheap. The economy is a little crazy right now. So if you're going to spend your hard-earned money, $200, whatever you're spending your money on better be worth it. Do I think that this match weight compensator is worth it? I think it is if you want to upgrade your HK USP and get the most out of it. The whole 2A community understands the whole sickness with constant upgrades, making your platforms as best as possible. Sometimes you don't even really need things, but you want to get them because they're cool and they make your gun like a little bit better, or perform better, I should say. And at the end of the day, you're entitled to spend your money on whatever you want. So long-winded, but do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do. That's just me. That's my opinion. I'm not a competitive shooter. I'm a hobbyist. I've been carrying for a long time. The title says match weight. But again, range toy, home defense. If you want to do matches with the HK USP with the match weight compensator on it, have at it. That's what I actually think it's really intended for. But it's really clean. It gives the gun a cool look. I think it goes with it really well. Very reminiscent of RoboCop's gun, the Auto 9. I'm a big RoboCop fan, being an 80s baby and all. So of course I know all those classic movies. So it's like, hey, if you're going to have a gun that looks like the RoboCop gun, sign me up. Not going to really touch too much on the HK USP Expert. I already did a video on it. There was some more talking points, but just to say a few more things on it, now that I've fired even more rounds through it, it's still been reliable, no hiccups whatsoever. I like the recoil impulse before the compensator, and I like it even more now. Does it shoot super flat? No, not super flat, but it's a very fun flip and recoil impulse that you can control very well. So when I took it out tonight with a compensator, I threw like 200 rounds through it. Flawless, no issues. Compensator didn't come off. That thing is bolted in there pretty good. It's actually two pieces, and there's two screws right here. So those two pieces come together, they encapsulate the frame, and there's like these little nubs on the inside that go into the grooves of the, it's a proprietary rail system. So they clamp into those grooves, and what's cool, you could even see, it even goes around the trigger guard. So that thing is not going anywhere. I don't know what the exact torque specs are, but I torqued these to 17 inch-pounds, and it was rock solid. Now, one thing to note, after a range session, I clean all my firearms every single time. Kind of OCD with that. That's the way I was taught. That's what I stood with. And when you go to clean it, you have to remove this compensator. Otherwise, you can't get the slide off. But 2 screws, pop it off. When you're done, slap it back on, retighten it, good to go. Not a big deal. So yeah, guys, those are my quick thoughts, quick review on the match weight compensator for the HK USP Expert. 100% recommend it. Once again, just my opinion. But if you guys pick it up, I hope you enjoy it. I think you will. For those of you guys who already purchased it, drop your opinions. What do you think about it? How did it make your USP feel? I think it's worth every penny. Does what it's intended to do, and it looks freaking cool. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this quick segment. Appreciate all the support. Don't have a big channel, don't have a lot of subs, but I appreciate every single one. Very humbling to see positive feedback, the likes, the comments. Motivates me to put up some more 2A content. Thanks, guys. Take care. Catch you on the next one.